Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Code. Drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go. Okay. Ginormous thing. And this is in regards to when Kat and I did our co-op gameplay like a month ago, right? In Like a Dragon. So keep in mind, if you didn't see that gameplay, you might not even understand where this person's coming from. But let's read what they have to say, and then I'll see, you know, what I want to say in response. Okay. My suggestion is in regards to co-op gameplay with Kat recently. I want you to be open to change rather than rejecting this outright. I don't just reject things outright, I listen. And if it's something that's ridiculous or over the top demanding, then I'll reject it. But some of these suggestions have been quite good. So I don't want you to feel like I'm just going to reject it just because, you know, it's not something that I'm doing. By the way, I'm going to open the window again because now the landscapers are gone. Okay. So what's hilarious about this is I'm just going to read it and I'm going to respond, but people, all right, I'm just going to read it. Your streams with Kat are meant to be a co-op experience where you two are having fun together. Having Kat play the game while you watch chat is not fun, not for you two, and certainly not for anyone watching. We want you two to laugh and talk and enjoy being together rather than Kat grinding through a game mode she's already beaten and you're screening what questions are asked. You should both be active in playing and talking. Kat should not be turned away from the mic. You should not be fielding the questions, especially for her. The interest in these streams is Kat and what she brings that is different from a normal stream. If she's going to play the game and focus on progress, there's no use in her being there. If she's going to say nothing or be in a bad mood, there's no use in her being there. I understand you want her to be actively interested in playing the game, but she shouldn't be so interested in it. She's not participating in the social part of the stream. My suggestion is to change your mindset about what a co-op stream with her should look like. Instead of looking for a game that you're both super interested in, look for something that is light and fun to play that will spur conversation between you two and should not require a lot of concentration. Ideally, you should find something that is two-player, but something that you can switch back and forth playing, but also acceptable if you can keep the conversation going while playing, because there's something like Animal Crossing or Harvest Moon that would be great. The game shouldn't be forced to carry the weight of entertaining the stream. That is what you and Kat are there to do. Okay, so let's unpack this as quickly as we can because it's an insane amount of text. And if I really unpack it detail by detail, we'll never finish the show. Okay? When Kat and I do co-op, which we've done once now, literally, all right? The idea was that we're going to do something that she's interested in doing and playing so that it'll be fun for her to be here while also interacting with the stream audience. Okay? That was the idea. All right? Kat is my wife. She's not a paid employee. She is not a formal co-op partner. As much as you guys probably watch other streamers who they have regular co-op partners and paid employees and people who do this together, she's not a YouTube professional. Okay? She's not. She does not want to sit here reading chat, answering your questions. I want to explain that to you right now because I think some people have this weird misconception. She's not even into doing that. Like when she's trying to read it and she can't even pay attention. Like it scrolls fast and she can't even like keep up with it. All right. She's not like me. She hasn't been here in front of a laptop every single day for the last 10 years streaming. And she's not used to doing it. That's something that if she eventually was here doing co-op with me for a while and we're used to it and we get into the swing of things and she's always looking at the chat and always getting used to it, then she could do that. She literally said to me, this is how it should work. You know, you sit there so you can see the laptop and you can field the questions and I'll play the game. And then if I get bored, we'll tag out or whatever. But that was the whole point. Like we planned it ahead of time like that to work like that because she's not comfortable being here running a stream. She's not a streamer. She's my wife. And this is where people have this weird misconception when we did the co-op. Well, you see, she wasn't having fun and she wasn't directly talking to us or answering questions. And she was never going to do that. She's not a streamer. Do you not get that? I mean, people, I guess not. It's like anyone who's on a stream immediately must be like a full-time streamer and knows exactly how to run the stream and do everything. No, that's not the case. I mean, even to some extent, when I used to do co-op with John Rambo, right? He wasn't really into doing the stream stuff either. It was just us kind of playing the game together. And then every once in a while, you glance over at the chat or whatever, right? But even then, it was more like us focused on playing the game together. That was the focus. not the stream aspect of the interaction, right? But people have this weird misconception that like anyone who streams is a full-time professional and should absolutely be running it in this crazy way. No. It's time for a reality smack, okay? Not everyone is a ginormous fucking streamer who does this all day, every day, and knows exactly what they're doing to the point where they can run it ultra professionally to your level of satisfaction. The fact that Cap even stepped foot on stream after 5 years being away from it is nice, right? So why do we have to go from 0 to 100? Why can't there be a short, adaptive process of getting her comfortable to be on streams, and then when she's comfortable, then we can have these levels of improvement? Don't you understand that when you say shit like this, you make it that she doesn't want to be on stream? I'm serious. Because the whole idea was, oh, she'll just be here. It'll be casual. It's not ultra serious. She knows more about the game, so she can play the game, and I'll do commentary, and we'll add our ideas of what we want to do with the island together. I'll run the stream so we can talk to the audience and stuff like that. It's casual. It's not supposed to be ultra serious. But immediately you start holding those co-op streams to such a high standard. I don't understand why it's not super perfect, like this and this and this. Why is she not looking at the stream? Why is she not talking? Why is the audio not perfect? Why is that? Well, now no one wants to do it. You understand? When you immediately become so demanding of something that's just an experiment, something nice to throw out there and try, no one cares about it anymore. So the second time that we did Dondoko Island, and the game definitely was getting boring, and we knew that, right? We're like, okay, so what other ideas can we do, or what else can we do? And immediately when you see just gross negative feedback, then why the fuck would we want to do co-op again? No, really, I mean it. What do you think? Like saying something like this, you just gave us 1, 2, 3, 4 plus paragraphs. And every paragraph basically says, your co-op's up, your co-op's up, your co-op's up, your co-op's up. Here's why. What would you think would inspire us to do it again? How about everyone take a step back, take a deep breath, all right? And realize something. Everyone's just a human, a normal person, all right? Not everyone is some kind of a fake persona that they can put out there to always be ultra happy, to always be enjoying every moment of everything. The problem is you're used to that because you're so used to being spoon-fed fake shit from streamers and content creators. You don't understand that that's not reality, okay? When you watch us do co-op, you saw the first co-op stream went really well. We were making great progress in the game. We were having fun doing it. The second co-op stream, it got super boring, and that was relayed in the content, and we decided not to continue it because we're real. We're not fake. We're not sitting here, everything's happy, everyone, like we're on fucking snorting pixie sticks and rainbows and fucking high on Percocets and shit. We're not like that, right? We're normal people. And you immediately, a second attempt that we try to do co-op, and things don't go as well because the game got boring, immediately, here's a laundry list of things that went wrong, and how do you not understand how? Because we're not doing it as a fucking professional deal, right? This is not a paid employee who knows professionally what they're doing coming in to receive a paycheck. This is just us sitting down to do something fun together and to try to get her reintegrated into streams. All right? It's time to stop with this madness of everything must be held to this insane high standard. All right? It was nice she came by. If we find another game that we find that we want to do together that seems like it's going to be a fun co-op experience, we'll do that. And if not, we won't. People keep saying, why not play It Takes Two? Why not play? Because we're not interested. We're not fake. We're not going to do the co-op stream and pretend to like the game just to make a paycheck. That's not what we're all about. We're not going to sit here and fucking waste everyone's time being characters on a stream. That's not the point. And the fact that you don't get that is kind of disheartening. That people, after 16 years of me making content, you still can't tell that this is really different from other content creators who are always over the top, positive about everything, sugarcoating, fucking stars and fucking rainbows and unicorns about everything. Everything's great. And that's how they get all their sponsorships. And that's how they make all their money. But we're not like that. We never have been. We're never going to be. You're going to get the real us when we do anything together. Okay? And so, if we're going to play a game, we want to find a game that we know is going to be something that we're both going to enjoy. And it's hopefully going to translate into something entertaining for you to watch as well. But it's not going to be, basically turning it into something so ultra professional and so overproduced and so ridiculous that it's fake. Literally what you just said is you want us to always be playing games where we're both doing co-op gameplay together, right? But also you want Kat to be ultra professional, be looking at the chat herself and reading questions and answering every question herself, even though she hasn't literally done a day of streaming in how many years and doesn't do that professionally and doesn't even know how to do it. She has problems even like, you know, catching up with the chat and stuff. That's why she has me do it, because I'm here every day doing it. It's like, where are you coming from with this? Right? What? His wife's going to be on stream. Well, that better be the most highly produced professional stream I've ever seen. What the fuck are you talking about? No. How about no? How about if we do another co-op stream, it'll be fun because we're going to be real people just messing around, having a good time, talking with chat. You know, actually, we're coming up to a point where she hasn't been on stream now in about a month. So maybe she would want to appear on a stream, and maybe it would just be like a Q&A stream because now we haven't done it in a while. So maybe now there'd be more fun to just do like a hangout session with Q&A rather than anything else, right? And I'll see if she's interested in that. But if we fucking do the stream and all people do is complain about she's not looking at the camera enough and this, that, then fuck it. We're not going to do it. It's stupid. You are being stupid when you're over asking for things that don't make fucking sense. You know? Just be real and be understanding that it's nice to have someone new and refreshing on the stream. Stop being ultra demanding the moment they put a toe on camera because you think that everything should be overproduced and over happy. That's not life. That's the fakers out there who are sugarcoating their shit and shoveling advertisements down your throat. You're so used to it. You just think that's life. It's not fucking life. It's not real. It literally doesn't exist. You're looking at cartoon characters on a stream and you're demanding everyone else acts just like them. It doesn't happen in real life, okay? It's bullshit. And I can't believe you like the bullshit, honestly. Really. I think that it's absolutely ridiculous that you think that that's something that someone should aspire to have on the stream. It's terrible. You know, so yeah, here's the thing. I definitely feel like, we need to do stuff that's going to be fun together. We thought Dondoko Island was going to be fun together. It wasn't. It was fun at the very beginning, right? And then immediately got boring. But the truth is, that's the game mode, right? Like, I'm not even going to go back to do it. It's so boring, I'm not even going to do it in the game. I'm skipping it. There's no point in doing the game mode when it really was superfluous, right? What's hilarious is that people saying stuff in the chat, you didn't listen to a word that I said. So here we go. All right, goodbye. Literally, they just sit here and shit on me. I didn't have the chat open. I was just talking based on what was said, right? And now you got fucking idiots coming in here being toxic and shit. And I'm not paying any attention to it. And I immediately look at the chat and here comes the toxicity, right? Oh, we know that he doesn't have the chat open when he's doing this, so let's go ahead and just fucking hit him with a bunch of toxicity. By the way, it's all fucking sock accounts, too. Excuse me. Look at this. This is literally like 15 sock accounts. It's probably all the same person. More than likely, it's all the same person. Here you go. Here's another one. Here we go. Here's the other one. Okay, keep going. It's hilarious. They're all random names. No one who's recognizable who we even know from the chat because they're all new accounts. None of them even have profiles pictures, right? They're all the same fucking person. This is ridiculous. All right, I think I finally got rid of them. So anyway, here, allow me to give you my best feedback. Get a fucking life and stop sitting in my chat with 200 fucking stupid accounts there. We know it's all the same person. They're all the same account. Anyway. Okay. In a nutshell, all right? Kat and I would like to do co-op in the future, and we'd also like to do other Q&A streams as well. But it's not going to be often. It's going to be special when it happens. That way it feels special. It's not, oh, we're doing it all the time. It's samey, and now it doesn't mean anything. Okay? We were talking about maybe having her come on you know, basically to hang out just to do Q&A. That's it. Just a Q&A stream again. Because we don't have any games right now that are co-op that we're interested in, right? You know, Helldivers maybe would have been something interesting, except it's not couch co-op, right? It's only online. There's no point. We can't do 2 people in the same room doing online on camera. It's not going to work. So that's not the kind of co-op we're looking for. Sadly, we did look into co-op games. Like, we were looking for a bunch of co-op games online. We looked into that Overcooked. It just looks boring. It doesn't look like a game that's going to be fun to do. We're going to get bored with it within a few stages. Like, we watched someone play it for like a half an hour, and we were bored watching them play it. So imagine now us playing it and you watching it, right? So that's probably not going to work either. And again, we looked into other games, and we're just not too interested in any of the ones that seem to be the big suggestions, right? Maybe we will eventually get into one where, okay, you know, this is one that we're interested in. But right now we're not. And by the way, right now, there's no time in the schedule for it because I'm already having to take streams off this month to do other things, you know? And we're in the middle of RPG Mania where I got to get through these effing RPGs to start new games. Okay? So it's going to be something that we look more into later in the year when there's ample opportunity for it, when the schedule opens up. You know, typically in the spring, summertime, that's when schedules open up a lot because there's very few game releases and there's time for this kind of stuff. And that's definitely what we'll look to do, okay? So, thank you. And I understand, but what I got to say is you have to stop being so demanding about it because you take the fun out of it when you become demanding. Like the first Q&A stream that we did was super fun because it was the first time Kat had been on stream in so long. The second Q&A stream we did, their questions weren't as good. Be honest, they were drying up or being repetitive. And then immediately, a ton of negative feedback. Oh, she looked uncomfortable. Oh, she looked bored. Oh, okay. Well, guess what? When immediately you start complaining, it's not fun to do anymore. Okay? The first stream of Dondoko Island, we were both engaged and having fun, and we were getting a lot of progress, and it wasn't boring yet. We were having a good time. Second stream, again, the game turned for the worse. It got boring and grindy, and we were just having, you know, getting exhausted trying to do it. And immediately, here comes the negativity again. Oh my God, so bored. Why isn't she looking at chat? Why don't you shut the fuck up? Really? None of that helps. All that does is makes people uncomfortable. All right? If you want to be understanding that if she's going to be on a stream, she's not a full-time streamer, it's going to be some uncomfortable moments. There's going to be some boring parts, right? If you could just shut your mouth for 5 seconds and try to enjoy just the fact that someone else wants to be in the content, then maybe they'd be more inclined to be back. But the moment you start complaining about everything because you think that you're so entitled to such the perfect level of content at all moments is when things go south. Do you understand that? Really? I just don't... it does drive me nuts. It does. Because, you know, I see both sides of it. I see the public side of what you guys are saying, and I'm behind the scenes here with Kat, and I see how she reacts to this stuff, and it's just like, why can't people just be, like, happy that there's content in general? Oh, I'm happy to see that Phil's wife wants to be on stream with him and hang out with him and have a good time with him and be a part of that. As opposed to, oh, Phil's wife's on stream. It's time to now microanalyze every second of the stream and tell them everything they're doing wrong from beginning to end. What? How did we get that jump? You know, I just don't understand. You know, she's coming back to streams for the first time in 5 years. Man, she better be absolutely prepared to be an ultra professional on that stream every second. What the fuck is wrong with you? That is how you turn people off from wanting to do stuff. You understand? But I guess not. Because that seems to be the general attitude on YouTube. In general, just on YouTube in general. For example, when I started on YouTube back in the day, all right, and I would upload my crappy camera content that looked and sounded awful, but people found it funny. No exaggeration. When you watch the content back and you looked at the comments, it would be like, wow, this is excellent. Some free content. Someone's playing the game and I get to see if it's any good. Wow, the commentary is pretty funny. The gameplay is not great, but that's not what we're here for. We're happy just to have free content and to enjoy it. Now what's happened is YouTube's been around for 15 years and it's oversaturated with content. So now it's like the moment someone uploads content, it must be of the absolute utmost, utterly polished, best at all moments content, because if not, it's trash. No. That's not reality. That's not life. That's not how it works. Okay? Really. It's not. Why do people expect all of this? This is wild. You drive me nuts with this shit. You do. And the fun part is, I know for a fact that that's not everybody. right? There were some people who were just so happy to see Kat come on a stream after 5 years away. So, well, this is nice just to have someone else on the stream with Phil, and it's someone who he loves, his significant other. You know, they were just happy, and I'm grateful for that. We are grateful for that. For those who just wanted to see her and see how she was doing, and just, you know, just to listen to her talk and just hang out and do something a little different. You know what I mean? That's nice, and I'm grateful for those people. But for those who just want to be ultra demanding about every fucking part of everything that we do, that's ridiculous. And, you know, it's never going to be like that. Just to be straight with you, no, we're probably never going to get to a level where she's going to come on stream and it's going to be like ultimate production value. She's super comfortable looking at the chat. How? She'd have to be here every day just like me to get to this level. Not everyone can even just look at the camera and talk naturally. You know what I mean? So it's time to wake up. Either you have her in content or you don't, but the moment that you get over demanding is the moment that she doesn't want to do it because it's too much of a hassle. It's too frustrating. If so many people are upset at it, then why do it, right? Just chill the fuck out. I mean, that's really the best advice right now. Just chill the fuck out. Stop being so high-strung and uptight and demanding of everything in life. Just chill the fuck out. And everything will be better. I promise you. As I've gotten older now, and I've learned to lean back and more relaxed, and say, you know what, you can't control everything. Not everything's perfect. Just chill out a bit. Life is better in that way, man. But when you're just uptight about everything, it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. For a second, just sit back and relax and stop being so demanding and so ridiculous. Okay. Anyway, we did a lot of suggestion box today, huh? So in conclusion with that, like I said, probably the next time Kat appears on stream will likely be like a Q&A night. We're going to try to find a time to do it. We can't do it right now because already I'm trying to get through games and we're backlogged on these RPGs, and I've had to take multiple streams off this month, and I need to take another one off next week. You know, it's not the time for it right now. But when she comes back, definitely it'll be more relaxing with probably Q&A, and eventually we would like to find other games to play. We've looked into some. Sadly, we just didn't see any good ones that we were too interested in. You know, so we'll get to this stuff. Okay, we will eventually. All right, we got to do shout outs now because now the show has run late. Because this is why people say, why don't you do suggestion box? Literally every time we've done suggestion box, the show runs late. Every single time. So that's why I don't do it all the time. Okay.
I got the drip go. 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 It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean. These dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.